I think that hawk got something. I'm not sure if you can see it there in the field. There it goes. That hawk has been active for the last 45 minutes since I got in this field. But I think that's the first time that it actually got something. But it keeps flying around and it thinks it sees something and swoops, but it doesn't come up with anything. I missed it. 20 feet away from me, it swooped down right as I was getting to the end. Swooped down here and it got something, probably a mouse, but I'm not sure. Darn it. Well, okay, I didn't miss it. You missed it. I saw it with my own eyes. I just couldn't get the camera on quick enough to record it. But yeah, it got it that time. Well, that was a quick meal. Less than a minute later, it went from that end of the field to the other end. Not sure if it ate that, whatever it was, that quickly, or it dropped it. I don't know. I thought it was on the move, but it only flew from that pine tree to this pine tree. It's watching now. Oh man, as soon as I got turned around, it swooped in right behind me. I think it's got something. Okay, it's still here in the field. Let's see as I get closer if it flies up and has anything. Well, it's just going to sit there. It's looking down, it's looking at me. I don't think it has anything. Nope. And off it goes. Well, Elon, we've got a problem. We've got a busted hose here. Right here. That hose right there is busted. But luckily, these are the hoses that lift the drill up and down. They go all the way back through that tube to the back to the lift cylinders. Luckily, the one that busted has got a break right here. Apparently, it has busted before. So all we did was cut the hose here and just made a new piece to put in. So that's all I have to replace. So I'm gonna pull this bracket off of here, get this hose taken off, and take it up to my local hose maker and have a new one made. Alright, there we go. New hose is on there. 4 minutes to take the hose off, 4 minutes to put the hose back on, 4 minutes for the guy to make the hose, 3 minutes for me to get the camera out and record this, and it was 14 minutes total to drive up and back to have this made. This one here, this other hose, I'm gonna need to replace that one soon. Hopefully it gets me through the day. I've only got about another 15 acres and I'll be finished here, but I didn't pull this hose off right now to go have it made because this is the one that goes all the way through the tube and all the way back. I just didn't have time for that. Fingers crossed it'll get me through the day, but once we're done, I will get that one replaced. We've just had issues here with these hoses either rubbing here, or if we have the quick hitch on here, that quick hitch will swing around here and grab these hoses sometimes. Hydraulic hoses is just something you fight. At least I do. Maybe everybody else doesn't, but I do. But we have these up now where they should be okay. So let me get this show back on the road. Oh yeah, one last thing. I did not lose that much oil, so I don't have to add any. You can't see that sight gauge from here, but I caught it in time. I may have lost about a gallon, so no need to call the EPA on me. But the problem is, it gets a little bit on this back glass, and then that collects dust, and the glass was already dirty. Let me wipe this off a little bit. Now let's get in here and get rolling. Okay, it has something in its mouth. That hawk is just following me to every field I go to. I think there's a lesson to be learned by this hawk. Let somebody else do the hard work for you, and then you can just swoop in and gather the reward. Because what's happening is, as I'm going through this field and disturbing the straw and disturbing the soil, things are moving, and that hawk is just watching and following me, and when he sees something move, he swoops in and gets the reward. So yeah, let someone else do the hard work for you. I got a little too close to the wet spots and made a track there. there too. This hawk is just taunting me. Did it get it? Yep. Wow, it got a big one. Huh, it wasn't a rabbit, wasn't quite that big. But another lesson that hawk can teach us: persistence. Persistence pays off. I was determined to get this hawk on camera getting something in its claws, and our hawk's claws called talons, like an eagle is. And I got it. I hope it came out clear on the camera, but maybe it was a what are they called? A vole, V-O-L-E, or could have been a mole or a vole. I don't know if they're one and the same or not. But yes, I got it on camera. Finally, my day is complete. Yeah, speaking of complete, I've got like 3 more passes here, and then I am finished planting these soybeans. So about 3 more passes here and I'll be done. Okay, that can't be the same hawk. He should have his belly full by now. So has it got something? It's looking at something on the ground. I need to stop wasting my time with these hawks, but it's quite interesting. I don't think there's anything there. He, she, it, whatever it goes by, it would have already had it by now and took off. Okay, now it's just a waiting game. Who's going first? Okay, that hawk is going to miss me, but I am finished planting these soybeans, so I am taking the planter home. I've got to get the tractor ready for moving a boat tomorrow. I'm going to hook up to the sprayer and get that filled, so after I finish moving that boat, I can come down and spray these soybeans. Wind is blowing a bit too much today to be spraying. Otherwise I could spray some this evening, but once I get all that done, I guess I'll just go home and have one of those nice cool adult beverages. Tomorrow is supposed to be warmer and more humid. Today has been great, in the low 80s, low humidity. It's just been great sleeping weather the last couple of nights with the windows open and low humidity, but it sounds like by tomorrow afternoon that humidity is returning and so is the heat. Okay, that's all from here, so I'm going to say see ya!